guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is another NGD day, new guitar day. This was kind of an impulse buy on my behalf. I was kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do for another 6-string to tune down the drop G. I was looking at obviously some baritone stuff and just kind of kicking it around. I came across, now about 15 years ago, I owned an ESP LTD. It was the George Lynch. It had like the fire graphic on it with the tribal like kind of inlay on the fretboard, and that was a great guitar. The opportunity to get one was there. Price was good, but I decided, I don't know, I'm gonna hold off a minute. You know, maybe something else will come through. And this one right here caught my eye. Everything about it. Now this is a used guitar. I kind of do that. I don't really buy anything new. I just kind of wait for everybody's you know, jack shit opinions, reviews, what have you, to come through before I go and pull the trigger on something. And I couldn't find any bad reviews on this guitar, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Pretty nice. It's not a pointy guitar. I mean, it might be a little bit pointy, but it's nothing like what you guys see up there. That's my favorite shit right there. But one concern I do have before I open this up, is I just got it. I haven't even touched it yet, besides bringing it in the door, but got some battle damage right there from Uncaring Postal Service. You guys know who I'm talking about probably, but now we're gonna open it up, and that's the good thing about doing these videos, is if there's any damage, I got the proof right here. So we're gonna get into this and I'll show you guys what's going on here. Hopefully this thing is unscathed and packed very good inside. Hopefully. Yeah, not really. Tell you what, when I mail out a guitar, if I do, I don't really do that anymore, but I pack it so it's pretty much bulletproof. The bomb goes off, the thing won't even get fucked up. Like, I put that much care into that shit. Hopefully this didn't get banged up or anything, because I've seen much better packing jobs than this. Come on, baby. God, I can't wait to jump in the shower, man. I'm all sweaty Betty. I was shredding earlier. Waiting for UPS to get here. Let's see. Yeah. I am kind of surprised this thing ain't effed up, because it came from California. Quite a ways away. Yeah, the homie that sent this to me definitely should have packed it a lot more protective than he did, but we haven't got into it just yet. So far it looks like it's not banged up. Yeah, look at the back of the package too. See what happened. Yeah, you guys could probably tell by now it's some sort of super strap, as I just spit that way. Fucking weirdo. Alright, come on out of there. Alright. First, I just want to make sure this thing ain't effed up because of the packaging. It was definitely not to the standards that I would have liked to see. Okay, that was ready like that. Alright, I think we're okay. Alright, so let me show you guys what this sucker is. So this is an Ibanez, this is an Iron Label. It's the RGIB21. I can't believe I actually just figured out an Ibanez model, because they got so many damn letters and numbers, and I don't know how anybody who works for Ibanez can keep track. But so this is a 28-inch scale baritone, and this is the third Ibanez I've ever had. So I had one of the cheap DX320s or whatever it was. Got that sucker for $100 from my buddy who ended up giving up guitar because he got a girlfriend. Whatever, give me that fucking thing and she'll break up with you 6 months to a year and you'll want the guitar back. But anyway, so I had that guitar, and then I got the Ibanez, the 805, the SRFF 805 right behind the camera right there. That was my second Ibanez instrument. This is my third right here. So I also, actually I forgot about it, my buddy that I used to live with, he let me borrow his Japanese Ibanez. This thing was sweet. think it was one of the 560s or 570s. I can't quite remember, but that thing was badass too. But it wasn't mine. I was just borrowing it because he wasn't playing. But this thing, let me kind of feel it out here. Got a beefier neck, but I think I can get used to that. And it looks like it's got the Goto locking tuners on it. And the guy actually, what kind of reeled me in too about it is, yeah, these are rosewood fingerboards typically when you buy them brand new or buy them from somebody else. But the guy actually blacked out the fretboard, which is a very nice touch. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit, just around like the binding and stuff, which, excuse me. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit because you guys can probably or probably not see that. Yeah, it's just a little bit of runoff onto the binding. I'll take care of that, no problem. But it looks good blacked out like this. Just gives it a nice touch because I can't stand rosewood. It looks good on some instruments, but most of them I just want to puke. I don't like rosewood. So this is a nice touch to it. EMG81 in the bridge, and then we got a 60 in the neck, which I really like. I prefer that over the 85 when it comes to the little bit of soloing that I do, but when I actually am playing lead stuff, I definitely like the 60 better. I have no idea how this is going to sound, so this will be interesting. I know when they came out with the, I think it was the year before this, or a couple years before this model came out, this is a 2019 model, this, they had the Ibanez, it was the IB6, I think, so that one had like a kill switch on it and shit. I didn't give a shit about any of that. Like this one, according to the reviews and stuff, this was the better option. And yeah, price was right, and I figured I'd give it a shot. It wasn't a lot of money to get into something, especially for drop G, some of the stuff that I wrote. I prefer drop G tuning with a 6-string. I've tried it on the 7s. I couldn't quite gel with it, so I wanted to get another 6-string to play those songs that I wrote in drop G. So I figured this would be the right man for the job. It's pretty cool, man. It looks like, yeah, I've never seen this before. So back here, got a little bit bigger, actually significantly bigger than this stupid ass camera. Yeah, now I can see. Yeah, this is a bit bigger than the rest of these. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice touch. Get that fat string through there, because I was actually wondering how that was gonna fly. So yeah, let me kill this camera for a second. I'll tune her up, and I'm sure these strings are old, but you know, I'll just see what it kind of sounds like. Plug into my PV over there, just jamming. I might as well jam a little bit more before I jump in the shower. But hang on a second. All right, we're in business. It was actually pretty close to drop G already when I pulled it out of the box, and I guess maybe that's what this guy's tuning was already, but these strings are pretty floppy. These have got to be, if I were to guess, these are probably like somewhere around like 11 to 50 something. Like these things just, they're pretty floppy, even for a 28-inch scale. We'll see. I got strings sitting over there that I picked out for this. They're Diodario. I got 14 to 68 baritone strings, so hopefully those will end up working pretty good, because I'm definitely going to pull these off. I don't like these. I don't know how old they are anyway, but just for just to check it out, you know, because I just unboxed it and see what we got. just a little extra bonus footage before I cut you guys loose. I did go ahead and I took the strings off of this thing, and I ended up going with what I had mentioned was the 14 to 68 nickel wound XL Diodarios, the baritone set. So I put those on here, and obviously these are a little bit heavier tension, so I'd adjust the truss rod a little bit, bring that neck back out towards, nice and straight as I'm going to be able to do it with my method of picking, because I do pick pretty hard. So I have just a little bit of a forward bow going on, but nothing like super severe. But the next step is, which is really nice about this guitar with this bridge, this is a Gibraltar 2 bridge. These things set up incredibly easy. Intonations all done back here, and then I can adjust each saddle, to the height that that I prefer, that I can get without the guitar buzzing and everything. Because right now it's pretty high. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that next, and then I'll be able to check it out and see what kind of sound I'm getting out of it. And then the other thing that I did as well is I did go ahead and clean up along the binding there. As you guys seen when I first unboxed it, that there was some runoff. The guy actually dyed the fretboard, went ahead and did that, so it's a nice touch. It puts a real nice touch to this guitar. I like having all my stuff blacked out like that. But I wanted to go ahead and make that just look a lot cleaner than what it was when I first got it. So I went ahead and did that. So the next step is going to be just start moving forward, getting the thing, the action lower, like where I want it, and then tune it up, intonate it, and hopefully it'll be good to go. So